Hello and good morning, dear students. Now we are going to study next point of chapter number 5, which is properties of ordinary and extraordinary ray. Okay, so first property of ordinary and extraordinary ray is that ordinary ray obeys Snell's law of refraction, while extraordinary ray does not obey Snell's law of refraction. Okay, then second property, ordinary and extraordinary rays are plane polarized rays. Both rays are plane polarized, but they are in mutually, their plane of vibration is mutually perpendicular to each other. Then third property, ordinary ray travels with same speed in all directions. Okay, and property of extraordinary ray is that extraordinary ray travels with different speed in different direction. So extraordinary ray is a ray which can travel with different speed in different directions. Then fourth property, refractive index of ordinary ray is C, which is velocity of light in vacuum divided by VO, means velocity of ordinary. Since velocity of ordinary ray is constant in all directions, that's why refractive index of ordinary ray is also constant. While in case of extraordinary ray, refractive index of extraordinary ray is C divided by velocity of light in uh, velocity of extraordinary ray. But as we know that velocity of extraordinary ray changes with respect to directions. Okay, that's why refractive index of extraordinary ray also change with respect to direction. Then fifth property, ordinary and extraordinary ray cannot be distinguished outside the crystal. So this is very important point. ज्यावेळेस ते दोन्ही क्रिस्टलच्या आतमध्ये असतील त्याच वेळेस आपण त्यांना डिस्टिंग्विश करू शकतो, पण ज्यावेळेस ते क्रिस्टलच्या बाहेर येतील त्यावेळेस आपण त्यांना डिस्टिंग्विश करू शकत नाही. ओके, देन next property, phase difference between them means ordinary and extraordinary ray is 2 pi upon lambda. Lambda is the wavelength. Refractive index of extraordinary minus refractive index of ordinary into d. D means path difference. Okay, so this is the equation for phase difference between these two rays. So these are the properties of ordinary and extraordinary ray. Next point is difference between positive crystal and negative crystal. So what is mean by positive crystal and what is mean by negative crystal? So first point is that in positive crystal, velocity of extraordinary ray is less than velocity of ordinary ray in other directions, and both velocity are equal, which is along direction parallel to optic axis. Okay, so that is also important. In optic axis direction both the velocities are same, but in other direction extraordinary ray have velocity less than compared to ordinary. But in case of negative, exactly opposite is there. Velocity of extraordinary is greater than velocity of ordinary ray in other directions, but again in optic axis parallel direction to which is parallel to optic axis, both ray have same velocity. Then next difference of positive and negative crystal, refractive index of extraordinary ray is greater than refractive index of ordinary. Refractive index is the ratio of C divided by velocity. Okay, if you convert this in terms of refractive index, you will get extraordinary ray have greater velocity of ordinary ray for positive crystal, and for negative crystal ordinary ray have greater refractive index compared to extraordinary ray. So this is the second difference. Third difference, example of positive crystal are quartz and ice are the example of positive crystal, and example of negative crystal are calcite and tourmaline. Okay, so this is the three major differences of positive and negative crystals. Now we are going to study last point of this chapter number 5, which is Nicol prism. Now we can use this Nicol prism in laboratory as polarizer and analyzer. आपल्या लॅबमध्ये आपण निकोल प्रिझम यूज करत असतो, ठीक आहे, पोलरायझर किंवा अनालायझर म्हणून. ओके, सो हाऊ दिस निकोल प्रिझम वर्क? सो वी गेट plain polarized light from unpolarized light. Okay, so this is the arrangement of nickel prism. Now this is made up of calcite material. So these are the two calcite crystals which are joined together by material which is Canada balsam having refractive index 1.55. Okay, these are the two nickel prism are joined together. Oh, one face is 68-degree angle, another is 22-degree angle. So this is again 68, this is 22. Okay, so we can made these two faces like this and join this together with this material. Now another property is that optic axis. Okay, optic axis making angle 48-degree here. Okay, so angle between this front surface and optic axis is 48-degree. So this is the another property of nickel prism. Now if unpolarized light, remember this is the symbol of unpolarized light, is fall on this surface, it is, since this is calcite material, it can be divided into two parts. One is ordinary and another one is extraordinary ray. दोन याच्यामध्ये डिवाइड होईल. आता ऑर्डिनरी रे हा काय होतो की हा जो आहे याच्यापासून रिफ्लेक्ट होतो आणि बाहेर येतो इथं. ओके, म्हणजे आपण सेपरेट करतो ऑर्डिनरी रे एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी पासून, आणि एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी रे आहे तसा पुढे ट्रॅव्हल करतो या मटेरियलमधून, आणि इथून आपल्याला पुढं हा जो निकल प्रिझम आहे त्याच्यापासून अनपोलराइज लाईट पासून प्लेन पोलराइज लाईट भेटते, जी कशापासून भेटत असते एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी रे पासून. ओके, ही लाईट बाहेर आली याचा काही उपयोग नाही, निघून जाते. ठीक आहे, आणि याच्या पुढे जर पाहिलं तर अनपोलराइज लाईट काय होईल, प्लेन पोलराइज होऊन आपल्याला भेटेल. ओके, सो दिस इज द यूज ऑफ निकोल प्रिझम. निकोल प्रिझमने आपल्याला काय करता येईल. नाव याच्या पुढे जर आपण दुसरा निकोल प्रिझम यूज केला ज्याच्यामध्ये प्लेन पोलराइज लाईट येईल तर ते याच्यावर डिपेंड असेल, याचा ऑप्टिक ऍक्सिस. ओके, याचा जो ऑप्टिक ऍक्सिस असेल तो याला किती अँगलने असेल. जर एकमेकांना परपेंडिक्युलर असेल तर काहीच लाईट बाहेर येणार नाही, आणि जर परपेंडिक्युलर नसेल तर आपल्याला काय भेटेल, मॅक्सिमम इंटेन्सिटी भेटेल. ओके, सो विथ दिस आवर थिअरी of chapter number 5 which is polarization is finished. या चॅप्टर मध्ये काय काय पाहिलं आपण. सुरुवातीला डेफिनेशन ऑफ पोलरायझेशन. पोलरायझेशन कशाला म्हणणार आहे आपण, द फेनॉमेना इन विच व्हायब्रेशन्स ऑफ लाईट आर confined in a plane or vibrations taking place in a single line which is perpendicular to direction of propagation, such phenomena is known as polarization. आपण पाहिली अनपोलराइज लाईट दाखवायची कशी, पोलराइज लाईट. ओके, देन ब्रूस्टर्स लॉ, tan of theta p is equal to mu2 divided by mu1. ओके, आपल्याला रिफ्लेक्शन पासून जर पोलरायझेशन घ्यायचं असेल तर देन वी हॅव स्टडीड मॅलस लॉ विच इज रिलेटेड टू इंटेन्सिटी ऑफ लाईट. लाईटची इंटेन्सिटी काय असेल ज्यावेळेस लाईट एखाद्या क्रिस्टलमधून बाहेर येईल. ओके, तो क्रिस्टल कसा पाहिजे, त्याचा ऑप्टिक ऍक्सिस बरोबर केलेला अँगल थीटा घ्यायचा. अनपोलराइज लाईट जर डायरेक्ट बाहेर घेतली आपण तर त्याची इंटेन्सिटी 1/2 होते. ओके, देन नेक्स्ट वी स्टडीड युनिॲक्सियल बायॲक्सियल क्रिस्टल्स. ओके, देन कॅल्साइट क्रिस्टल पाहिलं आपण. ओके, पोलरायझेशन बाय रिफ्रॅक्शन ऑफ लाईट, ज्याच्यामध्ये रिफ्रॅक्शन फेनॉमेनाने आपल्याला दोन वेगवेगळे रे भेटतात, ऑर्डिनरी आणि एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी. ओके, प्रॉपर्टीज पाहिले आपण, व्हॉट आर द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ ऑर्डिनरी अँड एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी रे. Okay, then last one we have studied nickel prism which can be used as polarizer or analyzer in the laboratory. Okay, thank you.